Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Hope everyone is having a rockin' week thus far. Before I get started with today's content, I just want to remind you guys, if you're an HVAC company, if you own, or maybe you're a marketing manager, or you're some sort of lead or decision maker in an HVAC company, you have to go to Epic 2021 in Las Vegas. It's actually tomorrow. So today's the 27th. If you haven't gotten it yet, there's still time. You can go in the show notes. You'll see a link for Epic 2021. I want you guys to go there and just get registered for it real quick. The rooms are filling up though, so I was told by the people who organize it that the rooms are filling up quickly. I think they have very, very few left, but they are actually speaking with hotel management right now to maybe get an expanded block of room. So there's still time. So tomorrow it starts the first day in Vegas. So if you have not gotten their tickets and you're an HVAC company or any other contractor, you want to be there tomorrow and be there for, two wonderful days of expanding and exploding your HVAC business, whether you're a startup or $100 million a year entity. You will benefit from this awesome, epic event. No pun intended. So I just wanted to make sure that I say that before we get to today's content, because this is an important topic today. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about fake followers on social media. And why is that important? Because a lot of times, when you have fake followers, it actually hurts you. It was a time when it didn't hurt you. We'll get into reasons why it hurts you in a minute, but there was a time it did not hurt you. But now, because the algorithms are so much more sophisticated, you want to not have fake followers in your social media. And I'm going to show you ways of get rid of them. Now, not only am I going to talk about what's wrong with it, I'm also going to show you ways to get out of it. So let's get started with the content. I have a lot to cover today. I don't want to fool around too much. So let's get going. First of all, before we do talk about deep as to how to get rid of it, why do fake social media followers exist in the first place? Because I had a customer of mine asked me this question. So I said, you know what? Let me add this to the topic today. See, social media is a competitive space, as you know. So people want to stand out and appear as if they, command the attention or say a ton of people, right? So they want a slice of the influencer marketing pie, because if you're an influencer, you get a lot of people to say, "Oh, you got a ton of followers. Let me, hire you to promote my business because you got a ton of followers," right? So they want a slice of the influencer pie, right? And with more money being spent on these types of campaigns, more than ever, it's a way for them to pad their numbers a bit, So brands like you and I, they a lot of times indulge in the purchase of fake followers. And I always say, don't do that. Do not purchase fake followers. And particularly like small businesses, they're just, starting out and competing in the market with all of these, fake followers, because they think they're doing themselves a favor by doing it. So they wanna project an aura of oh yeah, I have a ton of people on my social media profiles. Look at this, I just started 2 months ago and I got tens of thousands of followers because I'm such a hot item. See, that's not the only reason why fake followers exist on social media, though. There are an entire bot network being operated to spread like disinformation online, and they have these unscrupulous actors that use bot networks, and they spread this spam and malware and viruses into your accounts. I don't know if you knew that. So you got to be careful with this stuff. Okay. So you want to be really, really careful with this stuff. Okay. So another question I get asked for is, well, Frank, I've never paid for bots. So how are they following me? I'm going to tell you how they do that. See, there was a study that assessed the follow accounts of the top, say, 20 accounts on Instagram. And if just as you would expect, the top 20 accounts belong to, say, superstar celebrities, and that tens of millions of people follow organically. Okay, that should go without saying. But you wouldn't expect, say, that an A-list actor, a model, a singer, or any of these people, right, would buy or have their social media team buy fake followers when they can't even step outside the home without being mobbed by fans, right? You wouldn't expect it. If you look at the report through if you look at that report, though, the report that most of these social medias platforms have, you find that even these top accounts can have fake followers, and then they can make up of like 25% of the entire following, which is a high number. Okay, so at that rate, the account with, say, 100 million followers on Instagram has, like, say, 25 million fake followers. Okay. So this happens even to these people, these A-list actors or singers or whatever, right? So the thing is that these bots are meant to appear like actual users. So they tend to follow many high visibility accounts in order to appear legit. So the bots may also, say, follow random personnel or brand accounts just so that they can avoid some kind of a detection, right? So even if you've never paid for a single fake follower, which a lot of people do, so there still might be many that, say, follow you even more than you'd be expecting. So the social networks are trying to, say, handle the fake follower problem by routinely kicking bots off of their, like, platforms, and they can detect bots. So, for example, Twitter, right? They delete millions of fake accounts every week. Facebook and Instagram do the same. However, their efforts don't, in my opinion, they don't appear to have even made a dent of this bot problem. I've seen this bot problem mushroom and really, really take its toll on a lot of accounts out there on social media. So many actually have called on the social networks to do more to protect their users from this plague, because it's really hurting you. It's not helping you. So let's they're trying to do it, all right? So they're trying to fight them. They're trying to make sure that they get them off. But while they're doing that, I want to see how we can help ourselves with this big problem, because it is a big problem. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few tools. Let's say 4 to be exact. There are a few more, but these 4 seem to be very useful, and I will give you links to these 4 tools of how to get rid of these fake bots on your account, because you don't want to get hurt by this stuff. So the first tool I want to talk to you about is called Hype Auditor. And again, I'll give you a link on the show notes. Hype Auditor they're one of the best tools that you can use to check for fake followers on your Instagram account. Okay. The tool was built from the ground up for like fraud detection. That's the whole purpose of this tool. It actually relies on artificial intelligence technologies to track, say, 28 different metrics and scores to provide, say, a valuable insight about your audience. So it's also a great tool for brands who are, say, getting into influencer marketing. So see, a lot of fraud detection features that it offers can actually help you audit the following of an influencer that you might want to, say, collaborate with. So if you know of an influencer that has like I said, 100 million followers, it can help you audit them, and that way you can say, okay, I want these people to follow me too, but not these because these are bots, okay, or fake followers. And this is a cool tool because it actually digs deep into their audience data and discovers, like, what's a bot generated comment, or like a sudden spike in follower growth. It has its own algorithm to do it, but it actually does a really wonderful job of doing it. So that's tool number 1, Hype Auditor. Tool number 2 is called Social Blade. So if you're looking for one tool that can provide, say, insight about your audience on a variety of, say, different social platforms, this tool is capable of actually tracking user stats from, say, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Daily Motion, and it's a whole bunch more. But so this one is in terms of, see, Hype Auditor is really good for Instagram, and that's really the only one to do. This one, in terms of holistic, it'll go across the board on all these tools. So it's a pretty powerful tool. It actually provides a lot of useful analytics data that can probably deliver clarity about the state of your following. And they have these insights that are important so that they can then be used to, say, get rid of your account of bots and that are skewing your results, because a lot of times you see, of umpteen followers, you've gotten you've gotten only 0.0001 clicks. But those are skewing your results because a lot of these bots, that they're not real followers. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by skewing your results. So number 3, let's talk about Fake Check. That's another tool. Excuse me. That's another tool that I want to talk to you about. So Fake Check, it's actually been developed for the sole purpose of checking Instagram accounts again. Excuse me, folks, as I take a sip of water. It actually dives into the audience data of the, say, target account and delivers a report which highlights the percentage of the fake followers that an account might have. So it's a similar tool. It's just similar, just like every other of the other tools. It can also be used by brands to audit, say, the auditors of an influencer. So if influencer marketing is your thing, this tool and Hyper Auditor are the tools for you. Especially if you want to do influencer marketing and you want to make sure that the followers that they have are real, so that way they follow you. Okay, I'm going to talk about last but not least is a tool called SparkToro. So SparkToro is one of the team members of, say, Moz, which is, if you guys are familiar with Moz, is one of those great SEO tools. So you can, pretty much be sure that it's going to be a quality product, because it's pretty, Moz is no joke. I mean, I've been using Moz for years for SEO. So they also developed this tool as well. So, so this tool can only provide an audit of, say, Twitter accounts, though. Okay, so this is only a Twitter thing. And I think they're going to be expanding. So right now, as of this recording, they can only do Twitter accounts. Now, I heard, and I'm looking for an article. If I can find the article before this goes live, I'm going to post it on the article, but on the show notes. But there's an article that says that they're looking into Instagram and Facebook as well. But right now it's just Twitter accounts, and that is useful to get all of the audiences off of your all the fake bots off of all the fake followers off your thing. So it actually crawls the profiles, and it has this all. It pretty much does the same thing that everything else does, that all the other tools do, but just for Twitter. So it's cool. So before I let you go, guys, I want to tell you one thing that should be obvious after listening to this episode. I know it's been a short one, but it's really real easy. The faster you get rid of your fake followers, the better. The fake followers are actually skewing your engagement results, and they are actually preventing you from getting, say, a complete picture of your audience. The problem with the skewed engagement results isn't so much that it looks bad because only 0.1% of the people are engaging with me. No, that's not the reason. The problem is that the algorithm now also thinks, it's not a very useful account. So if it's not a very useful account, it's showing it to less people from an organic standpoint without you having to pay ads. So the more people you have, quote unquote, following you, and the less people you have engaging, and the percentage is off, that's how you're going to be perceived as on the platform. So I would invest in any of these tools, depending on your platform of choice, to get rid of fake followers, on your own account. And also, if you're going to do influencer marketing, before you ask for a follow from these influencers, you have to do an audit on their accounts too. So that's all I have for you today and this week. I hope you guys to take action with this, especially if you're doing some serious social media marketing, because this is going to help you boost and start getting traction. So with that, I'm a bid farewell to this episode. If you got anything out of this episode, please, I would like you to share it with someone else that you think will get something out of it. Not only that, I want you guys to subscribe to this podcast, so that way every time I come up with a new episode, you will be notified. So with that, I wish you guys nothing but the very best. I see you guys next week. This has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care, folks, and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.